Okay, this line. Who comes up with a line like that? Once I had a love and it was a gas. Soon turned out I had a heart of glass. And the way she sings it is so perfect. Hi, everyone. Returning to a band that I heard once in this project to date. That is Blondie. And the song that I heard before is Dreaming. Well, today I am listening to Heart of Glass. Heart of Glass was released as the album's third single in January 1979 and reached #1 on the charts in several countries, including the United States Billboard Hot 100 and the UK Singles Chart. Heart of Glass ranked at number 66 in the UK's official list of biggest-selling singles of all time, with sales of 1.32 million copies, being the 9th best-selling single of the 1970s in the UK. Ooh! That's pretty impressive. It was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame as a recording of qualitative or historical significance in 2015. Harry herself stated that Heart of Glass was, along with Rapture, the song she was proudest of having written. In December 2004, Rolling Stone ranked the song number 255 on its list of the 500 greatest songs of all time. Billboard magazine ranked Heart of Glass number 47 in their list of 500 best pop songs of all time in 2023. Well, I remember Dreaming. It was a while back. So I'm going to enjoy exploring this new one, Heart of Glass. Somehow the title, Heart of Glass, it reminds me of the saying, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. We'll see if that has any connection to this Heart of Glass idea here. Okay, this line. Who comes up with a line like that? Once I had a love and it was a gas. Soon turned out I had a heart of glass. And the way she sings it is so perfect. It's like, I don't even know where to start. It's like, okay, she's past the trauma phase of this, and now she's to the point of, kind of almost like she's grown up. But she's grown up in a way that she still kept her sense of humor. Once I had a love and it was a gas. A gas? Like, okay, if that's how you're going to express it. Or maybe that's perhaps used to be an old expression, idiom of speech. I don't know, because I'm not old enough for that. But if I take this literally, once I had a love and it was a gas. Okay. In other words, it just kind of dissipated like helium from a balloon, And soon turned out had a heart of glass. Seemed like the real thing, only to find, and this is where I become really confident that I am taking this right, to be taking it humorously. Mucho mistrust. Unless you're just being, if you're throwing out these expressions, mucho mistrust, love's gone behind. Lost it. It was great while it lasted, but lost it. And this sort of cheeriness about it. It's kind of a cheery, cheerful, upbeat version of ABBA. Without the deep sorrow expressed in every, even in the voice, or even in the music, was it Happy New Year? Which, Happy New Year, but there was this feeling of deep sadness. Here, it's like, yep, I had some hard knocks in life, but we can laugh about them now. And I could even teach you some things by telling you about this. It's almost like she's comforting someone else who's in this state now of discovering that, oh, wow, this relationship's broken up. It's like she's talking to a younger girl, maybe even her younger self. But it feels like, she's now the one doing the comforting and saying, look, I know it's hard right now. It feels terrible. But you know what? It happens to all of us. Once I had a love, and it was a gas. Soon turned out, had a heart of glass. Seemed like the real thing, only to find mucho mistrust. Love's gone behind. And kind of brighten the skies a little bit.
Once had love, and it was a gas. Soon turned out, had a heart of glass. Seemed like the real thing, only to find mucho mistrust, love's gone behind.
Love's gone behind.
Lost inside, unbearable illusion, and I cannot hide. I'm the one you use.
Even the music feels like a happy version of ABBA. It's this sort of fun, lighthearted, easy to listen to, enjoyable. Like it kind of just carries you along. Like, oh, okay, you need something upbeat, kind of fun to listen to. You turn this on, and you don't really even pay attention to what the lyrics are saying. It could be singing about springtime coming outside and butterflies and flowers coming to life, and it's kind of sunny, happy, lighthearted.
Unbearable illusion, and I cannot hide. I'm the one you use, and please don't push me aside. We could have made it cruising, yeah.
Nice mix of instruments. Just the right amount of syncopation. In the organ especially, in this little melody. That's where you find the syncopation.
Yeah, riding high on long through bluish light. Ooh, oh.
Is that what it sounds like? Love through bluish light? It's cute, it's sweet, it's fun, it's playful, it's honest, and at the same time, it's not depressed. And I love that combination. It's this sort of life gave me lemons, let's make some lemonade sort of attitude. And it's interesting also as I'm listening to the music, I've listened to a bit of electronic style music, and this, I guess, is moving that direction, isn't it? But it didn't bother me at all. In fact, I felt like it was the perfect mix. You have the drums, you have these little rippling, tripping, bubbles and bubbles and sparkles and echoes and reverbs and everything, and this sort of synth style strings coming and going, and it all just made this wonderfully springtime like atmosphere. I have to say, it could easily be singing about springtime is here, the willows are bursting open, there's the forsythia and the butterflies and the crocus and the early spring, and the air is fresh, and we start to see little leaves peeking on the trees, and the birds are singing, and the sun is shining. It's this sort of atmosphere that this music gives me, and I love it. And in that context, we have this song about, this love that didn't really work out, and also an expression of a little bit of insecurity in the current relationship. What I find is pleasing, and I'm feeling fine. Love is so confusing. There's no peace of mind. If I fear I'm losing you, it's just no good, you teasing like you do. And then it talks again about once I had a love, and so it's kind of this discussion about, yep, I've had these experiences that give me some feeling of insecurity. I remember them, but also this honesty about the current relationship. What I find is pleasing. I like what I find. I'm a little bit confused. I still have this baggage I carry, and I'm not sure you're the right one for me, but I like what I have here right now. And or this line, adorable illusion, and I cannot hide. I'm the one you're using. Please don't push me aside. So there is this feeling of, let's make sure this particular relationship doesn't go bad like the last one did, or like that one that didn't turn out. And at the same time, it's as I said, it's so carefree, so lighthearted, so much, I'm just gonna let it go and enjoy the moment for what it is, because that's all I've got at the time at this moment. And I like what I have here. So interesting, fun, nice, musically, and what is being expressed in the lyrics. I like both, and I like the way that they both pair so nicely together. I still feel like this would make a great, if you were going to turn it into a movie or story or something like that. It's more movie material than painting material. I feel like it would be the perfect song for, a girl who's just been through her first breakup, first love trauma, and her older sister or maybe some aunt comes in and finds her all destroyed and broken up, and says, "Oh yeah, it's okay. Let me comfort you. Let's hug you. Let's dry your tears, and let me tell you some about my life, because I want you to understand that it's tough, but pick yourself up. Life moves on, and there will be a day when you can kind of laugh about it, just like I can say, once I had a love, it was a gas." I still think that's such a great line. Well, that's my second Blondie, Heart of Glass. And it was fun, nice, enjoyable. Kind of makes me want to get up and dance and throw open the windows for some spring air. And I'm sure since I enjoy them, I'll be returning in the future. Nice voice. I'll see you soon.